Hi guys, Ashley here. Today I'm bringing you Lu Fan from my team and we're gonna talk about an amazing news platform in China which is called Toutiao. Fan, tell us, what is this mysterious Toutiao all about?
Yeah, so Toutiao is information and news aggregating platforms. So basically, you can watch, you can see news there, and you can search for any content you are interested in there, and you can also subscribe the channels you are interested in. And based on your search behaviors and the content you read, and Toutiao will make a personalized recommendations of the content, push it to you according to its big data and AI technologies. And in addition to this, you can even also watch movies, TV shows, and play mini games there. And also Toutiao now explore more functions and cooperate with other platforms. So basically, for example, you can book flight tickets because it cooperates with Ctrip, and you also check your logistic numbers, etc., etc. So basically, its core function is a search engine, and then you can also do some other interesting things there.
This is very cool. So why people would go to Toutiao apart from, I mean, if I want to read the news, right, I would go to bbc.com and then I know, okay, the news are going to be given to me. So why people would go to Toutiao? Is it because it gives access to a variety of different topics from a variety of media, or is it because it has, I know that a lot of people, for example, go to Toutiao to get some financial analytics because everybody's investing in stocks and people just see that. So what is the major reason why people find Toutiao so appealing, a go-to place?
Yeah, so first reason is, as you mentioned before, is the varied sources from various medias. So it's an aggregating platform, and you can see all the content there. And the second reason is because Toutiao has very powerful technology support. And so based on your, as I said before, your search behavior and content you read, it will automatically push the content you are interested in to you.
Perfect. So as a user, you've already mentioned, I can read news, I can even order and check my deliveries. What else can a user experience on this platform? And in fact, who are the users? Who's using this platform most?
Yeah, so basically there are, I say, three types of users there. So first is the general user, so just as like me. So these users are, so demographically they are of course tier 1 to tier 3 cities. And regarding the age, I see 19 to 40 is the majority of the groups.
19 to 40. Okay.
Yes. And among this, the post 90s and post 80s, which is 25 to 35, is the majorities. Yes. But I also think another group we need to pay attention to is the elder on Toutiao. So basically, it's the people and age older than 46. Yes, so
that's the elderly in China, over this 46. Okay.
Yes, they account for around 50% of the Toutiao users. So basically, just like my father, he will share me news every morning.
Oh, really? He wants you to read them?
Yeah. So I think it's worth to pay attention to. And regarding the genders, in the past, male are more than female on Toutiao, but now, at least from last year, the gender is more balanced. Yes. So this is the first type, the general users. And then it's the creators, because Toutiao encourage all users to create their content. And so, for example, they have the Qingyun plan, and with the traffic and the money support to encourage you to create. So in last year, for example, there are around 180 million high quality creators on Toutiao, and there are around 600,000 content daily were created on Toutiao. Yes. So for this group of users, some of them have more followers for engagement, and they will become the Toutiao KOLs, which is good for brand to cooperate with something. And then the third type is the celebrities or brands or KOLs on other platforms. So basically, they share their news and information on Toutiao to engage with users and to to conduct campaigns. So for example, the famous actor in China, the Li Xian, yes, and the CEO of Xiaomi, Lei Jun, they also have an individual account on Toutiao.
That's perfect. So talking about content creators, that second group that you just now spoke about, some people might not know what this plan is all about. Basically, the plan, as far as I understand it, says that if you are a creator, if you create a certain amount of content that is high quality, you will be selected, and Toutiao itself will pay you money. So they will reward you with I do not know, 1,000 RMB, and then 3,000 and 5,000 RMB. So they have these different tiers. But essentially, they will give you traffic. They will also give you money. So they really encourage you to produce high quality content. But then people might have questions like, what kind of content do people produce? Is it the same? Can I produce cosmetics review, or shall I be producing something about the news from my industry, or can I just produce a blog about Ashley's life? What do you produce on Toutiao?
So basically you can create everything on Toutiao, but as let's see the most popular content on Toutiao. So if we're talking about the page views of the content, the most popular content last year is movie and TV shows. And
what are people interested in? Movies and TV shows, end of the day.
Every time there is a popular movies or TV shows there, and there were lots of content regarding this on Toutiao. And besides that, it would be entertainment and games, technology, sports, and finance. Something like that. But there's some industry are also increase fast. For example, the travel or real estate on Toutiao. But if we are talking about the channels, you need to subscribe and pay, because some channels need to pay to see the content. The business, finance, education, parenting, and these types of content are the most popular.
So bloggers basically or creators on this platform have several income streams. First of all, they can create in order to get sponsored by brands, right? Then they can create in order to get money from the platform itself, like Toutiao, through this support plan. And they can also create in order to put a paywall behind their content and be paid to access content. Is it correct? And what about the format of the content? Is it primarily text, short tweets? Is it video?
So basically the 8 core format of the content: the text and pictures, the video, short videos, and
long articles.
Long articles and something like that.
That's cool. So how shall marketers use this platform?
So basically the core function is still the advertising. So as we said before, Toutiao has very powerful technology support, and you can target your audience very precisely on Toutiao. Not only demographic distribution, for example, the cities, genders, even the neighbors, the interesting neighbor, and these neighbors are not fixed. So for example, I'm interested in foodie last year, I'm interested in technology this year, and you can target me regarding the technology topic. So, and there are lots of advertisement placement, so open screen ads, native ad, banners, etc., etc., to support your various needs on Toutiao. And regarding the after the advertising, you can either increase your brand awareness by the content, or you can link to some e-commerce platforms, or you can even have link to mini programs or H5 to have an interactive engagement, for example 3D, something like that.
That's very cool. Okay, and you've also mentioned that the third type of users on Toutiao is the brand account. So brands can also open their pages. Is it something useful? Would you recommend it to brands? And in which cases shall they do it? In which cases they shall totally not do it?
So for brand on Toutiao, so the first thing, as I said before, is our advertising. I think this is the core thing we should do on Toutiao. And in addition to advertising, I think there are 2 other things we can pay attention to. So the first thing is the content marketing with KOL promotions. So actually KOL on Toutiao is somehow ignored by marketers. So
why are they ignored?
When we're talking about KOL, we're familiar with it, and we're talking about Red, Weibo, and WeChat, but few people will suddenly think about the Toutiao. But as I said before, there are 1.8 million high quality creators on Toutiao with lots of content there. So I'd like to give an example. So for Huawei, they just released their new product, the P40, something like that, in April. And what they did, so first they create a hashtag, a super topic, and this is very normal. And then they invite lots of KOLs on Toutiao. Around 173 content were created by these KOLs on Toutiao. And then next, they hold a prize competition to encourage KOLs to offer articles with a specific topic, and this kind of content got around 11 million page views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So they let bloggers compete.
Yeah. So not really. It's compete. So it's when I have a specific topic, and all of you can offer your articles, and then I will select the top, let's say top articles, and give you money, something like that.
Oh, which is very, very smart, and it was very helpful as well, right? So the branding was done. A lot of people know about this new product. Obviously, the support of domestic brands right now is very, very strong. So I'm sure a lot of people are also going to be purchasing this product as well. In 2020, what shall marketers know in summary about this platform? What would be your recommendation on how to really utilize Toutiao to the best of its functions and abilities?
Yeah. So first, again, it's advertising. So
advertising, Toutiao.
Yeah. So because it's like a search engine platform, so either you do digital PR distributions, or you really do some one-time advertisement there to have a huge exposure to your target audience. And the second thing is, as I said before, the content marketing with KOL promotions. And the third thing is for some brand, you can also, so for some industries, you can also cooperate Toutiao for its Toutiao IP. So for example, Toutiao has lots of events or festival and campaigns from its own platforms, and you can cooperate with these events or campaigns to have a huge exposure. So for example, in 2020, there are 10 vertical industries Toutiao's event focus, including travel, health, finance, and etc. So just give an example. So last year there is Toutiao had its own mini variety show. So it's called 我在宫廷做厨师. So I work as a cook in the palace.
So I'm a chef in the palace.
Yes. So a Chinese kitchen appliance brand called Weibo. So they exclusively sponsorship this variety shows and got a very huge exposure. And so actually this show got around 200 million views on Toutiao.
Wow.
And for this brand, let's see, for their product, just dishwashing the machine, just this machine, got 6 times the brand awareness, the mentions there. So it's very useful for the awareness, exposure, etc.
So it's very important, as always, with any platform in China or outside of China, it's very important to understand what is the strategy of the platform itself. What does Toutiao want to achieve? What are some of the hashtags? What are some of the huodong? What are some of the activities that the platform has in stock for this year? What are the industries that it focuses on? And if you happen to be in this industry, and if you are able to cooperate with the platform to support some of their activities, to push some of the things that are important for them, you will essentially benefit quite a bit. So this is another tip for marketers in 2020. Phenomenal. Now we know a lot more about Toutiao. Now guys, you know that advertising, collaborating with bloggers, and of course collaborating with the platform itself is going to move you ahead on this particular platform with a huge audience. By the way, tell me, how big is the audience of Toutiao?
So the daily active users on Toutiao last year is 120 million.
Daily active users. So 120 million daily active users is the number of people that you can reach out on this platform. And what about e-commerce function on Toutiao? Is there anything available so far?
So basically Toutiao has its own e-commerce app called 直点, and you also have access on Toutiao. So, but I think what's more important is that because you know Toutiao and Douyin belong to one company, the ByteDance, and so their backend are the same. So basically, your Douyin shop, your 直点 shop, and other shop have the same backend. And what's more important, in just a few weeks ago, and by that the company just reorganized their structure and have a new department responsible for e-commerce. So they are planning to be a player in this area. So although e-commerce platform on Toutiao, the Zhidian is not that well right now, but I think it's also a thing we need to pay attention to that. But besides that, Toutiao can also link to Tmall and Zhidian, the main e-commerce platform now.
Perfect. So what is an important piece of information here is again the fact that Toutiao and Douyin and many other platforms within ByteDance are going to be focusing on e-commerce in the coming years. And we can anticipate that Toutiao is going to be also having a much more powerful e-commerce function coming soon. Thank you so much, Fan. It was awesome, and guys, stay tuned for more overview of Chinese social media platforms to come.